Hello everybody and welcome back to the Greg Luchak Show. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a video that I shot and uploaded to my YouTube channel about 3 years ago in the fall of 2017 called the Smoked Out Condo. Today I'm going to be remastering that video for my Facebook channel and my Instagram page, and it's still called the Smoked Out Condo, a property flip exclusive. So I'm going to be walking you through that project where I had permission to actually include all the information about the deal, about the flip, about everything we did. So we're going to be showing you how we renovated and what we did, and at the end of the video we're going to talk about the numbers and the strategies involved for the flip. So this is a cool little show today. Hope you like it. So please enjoy. Okay, now we're in the living room. We'll see if we can just pan back here. You can see now the client had gone ahead and had already taken out the carpets, which was too bad because I wanted you to see those. They were pretty rough shape, heavily stained. The previous owner here was a heavy smoker, so the walls and the ceilings are heavily encrusted, I guess would be the word to use, with cigarette smoke. So there's nicotine staining. We're going to walk into the foyer. As you can see, the existing ceramic floor is very dated. I'm going to walk around. Now we're going to go into the kitchen. You can see it's a very dated kitchen, old appliances. Here's a shot of the electrical panel, which we're going to be upgrading to a breaker panel. We're going to be replacing all these cabinets and putting in new ones. And as you can see, somebody in the previous, this is probably an updated countertop at one point, but whatever they bought didn't fit the actual space. They just slopped it down, and you can see where they didn't actually cover up where the dishwasher was. And as you can see, we look down on the bottom, like everything is rotting out. It's a pretty dingy looking kitchen. Probably one of the worst kitchens you'll see around, as far as wear and tear goes. Now we're going to walk down the hallway, and you can see there's a closet. We're going to strip all these closet doors out. And here's the main bath. And you can see the condition that was left in by the previous tenants. Pretty rough. Lots of debris. Lots of stuff laying around. A lot of grease and grime. Have a good shot here. We're going to be replacing this tub. It's pretty heavily damaged. We're going to be replacing the vinyl tub surround. We're going to put in new drywall and put in a ceramic tub surround. We have a storage room. We're going to clean this up. We're going to put all new laminate flooring. As you walk in, now we're going into the bedroom section. And you can see, hopefully you can see in the video, you can see the staining from the nicotine. Just wear and tear on the walls. Pan around here, you can see this is the old closet door system. We're going to put in a whole new closet door system and new shelving. There's a powder room, and so this is an ensuite with a powder room. We're going to be stripping this out. We're going to be putting in new vanity and new flooring, new toilet, new fan, new lighting. Go around here into the second bedroom, where you can really see the nicotine staining in this room. We're going to get rid of the wallpaper and strip it all down. Get rid of the closets, or the closet doors. And we'll go into the third bedroom. Pan around. And it's the same thing in this room. So we're gonna always have our electrician have a look at these electric baseboard heaters to make sure that they're still functioning properly. We will probably upgrade them. And again, the closet. So we're going to strip out these closets. So you can see that there's extensive work that needs to be done in this unit. And this is the first stage. I'm just walking you through what we're walking into here. This is how I'm receiving the unit. So our next step is we're actually going to start tearing stuff out And then we'll start after that. We'll start with doing the mechanical things like new plumbing fixtures for the showers, all new electrical devices for the outlets, the switches, the lighting, etc. So that's this first stage. Okay, here we are. We're back at the condo renovation job, and we finished the demo. And we've upgraded the electrical, so I'm just going to walk through the unit before we get too far ahead of ourselves here. And you can see that we've removed baseboard, carpets have been removed, all the blinds have been removed. That was the living room. We're going into the dining room. And you can see as we go into the kitchen, we removed a 4-foot section of wall. And I'll come back here so you can see that. And you can see where we've run some new wiring for the new kitchen. And we've updated the outlets to T20s, and we're going to have a microwave hood fan. We have a new panel. Got rid of the old fuse box, so now we have a brand new panel with breakers. Electricians were in the other day to do that, and you can see where we've started to do some drywall patching. Putting the walls back together here. We put a little bulkhead in to hide some wiring. All the cupboards have been removed. That's the front door. That will be the future location of a pantry, because now that we've opened the kitchen up, it's much bigger. As we go down the hallway, and you'll see that we've removed closet doors. All the doors have been removed in the unit. Basically, it's been stripped down with the exception of drywall, so it'll all be new. We're framing in some bulkheads for new closet doors. We're going to be putting in new shelving. Going to the main bathroom, you'll see that the vanities were removed, the floor is removed. The whole tub surround has been removed, so we can put in new tub and plumbing. You'll notice there's metal stud framing. These type of buildings, what they call Class A construction, they're as fireproof as you can get, where it's concrete and metal stud and drywall, fire code drywall. So there's very little wood used to reduce risk of for fire in these type of buildings. It's a high-rise condominium. The storage area, the floor has been stripped. Like I said, all the doors. We're going to the main master bedroom with the ensuite powder room. It's all been stripped down. The powder room's been stripped down. We left the toilet simply so we could have a toilet while we're doing some work. I'm gonna pan around. You'll see the big main closet has been removed. Closet doors, framing in a bulkhead so we can put in some new lower doors. Because we're on a time constraint, floor-to-ceiling doors are custom order typically. So we don't have the time to wait 3 weeks for doors to be ordered and delivered. So we're just putting in bulkheads so we can buy off-the-shelf sliding door kits. In this case, the owner wants mirrored doors. I'm going to pan back and frame in the bulkhead. You can still see there's some patching to do. That's our next phase, is to get our drywall done and all our patching done. Then we're going to spray prime the entire unit before we start putting floors and stuff back in. Come into the last bedroom. So there you can see the whole unit's been stripped down just to the drywall. Everything is getting ready to put things back together and finish. Okay. All right, just gonna give you a quick update. We're about 2 weeks in, and you can see that the floors are in, the laminate flooring is in, the baseboard trim is in. Walk through the bedrooms here. Bulkheads are in. We have some plastering still to do and then the paint, but our floors are in. Starting to shape up. Starting to put in our vanities. Ceramic floors in. There's our ceramic floors in the powder room, in the main bathroom. Ceramics are in the kitchen. Started to install the cupboards. That will be the pantry. Scan back in here. Cupboards are going in. So we're 2 weeks into the renovation for the flip, and we're about halfway through. Okay, so here we are. This is the finished product. I'm going to use stills because it's just easier for people to focus in on the finishing without moving the camera around all over the place. So here we are looking into the kitchen from the living area, which is living and dining. The light is actually like that's the dining area. So we're looking into the kitchen from the living dining. And this particular project, we used an IKEA kitchen. Now it's kind of a contemporary design, although he chose handles that are a little, they're not necessarily contemporary handles, but it all works. To pay attention throughout the project, we try to keep the consistency as far as hardware, design, products like the laminate flooring, always all the same. Everything kind of matches. But this is a shot looking into the kitchen from the living dining. And you'll see that these are, like I said, IKEA cabinets. So you can see there was a little nook that was in the foyer. We turned that into a pantry because now it's more of an open concept, where we took out some of the wall between the kitchen and the foyer hallway, kind of opens it up so that it now becomes part of the kitchen space. So we've created a pantry out of this little nook. So here we are as we pan around, we're looking into the kitchen. And you can see the finishes. So there's a glass door in the corner for some nicer dishes. We used a subway tile that's got an accent subway tile in it. We used a granite countertop. You notice that there's two faucets. We have a portable washer dryer. So the second smaller faucet's actually to hook up the washer. And as you can see, there's the stove and the microwave hood fan. And then here's obviously there's another shot angle looking into the kitchen directly from the dining room. And now here you can see, as we look down the hallway, you can see some glass mirrored doors. We have all some, I believe these are Bostonian colonial doors. So all the same kind of doors. Don't necessarily quote me on the door style. I'll try and check it here and I'll put a reference in the video. And it's all new door hardware. The first door on the left hand side past the closet doors is a storage room. The first door on the right is to the bathroom, and the door straight ahead is to the master ensuite. All the closet doors, as you can see, we have a mirrored finish ebony door. We chose that trying to give the unit a little bit of punch. All the closet doors are the same. And here we are, we're looking into the bathroom. This is a shot of the vanity with granite countertops to match the kitchen. All the same hardware. It's an IKEA cabinet to match, so all the cabinets match. I think it's very important when you're doing a flip and like all your hardware should match. All your design elements should be the same or similar. Like in this case, they're all brushed nickel faucets. The accessory kits, same thing. The lighting is all similar. In this case, they're bronze finish lighting. We have a dual flush toilets, energy saving, so they're 6-liter toilets. There you can see a shot of the raised sink and the faucet set. Again, the mirror is there to complement the finishes, for example, with the closet doors and the lighting, where they're bronzed finishing on the lighting. You know, as you can see in the bathroom and now the kitchen are the same. And here's a shot of the master ensuite, which is just a powder room. Again, identical finishes to the main bath. Here we have a shot of the tub surround that's in the main bath. Again, it's subway tile with an accent subway tile, brushed nickel finishes. Here's another shot of the closet doors. This is the master. Here's the second middle bedroom. And now we're looking into the third bedroom. So all the finishes are the same. Same doors, same flooring, same everything. Here's a look at the hallway, both going down and coming back. And now here we are looking back at the kitchen again. So now we're going to talk about the numbers. And my first rule in investing is make money when you buy. So it's the discount. Make money when you hold, which will be the revenue stream, and make money when you sell, which is like the capital gain at the end. Always very important when you're investing in real estate that you try and follow that rule, so you're always making money when you buy the property. There's lots of properties you can go and buy, and there's certain locations where you can't make money when you buy it because there's no room for a discount, or there's a lot of properties you get into and there's no way to have a revenue stream. Or so I find it if you want to have a successful investment, when you're investing, I follow this rule. My number one rule in investing in real estate is it's the three-prong approach. Make money when you buy, make money when you hold, and make money when you sell. Very important. So now let's talk about the exit strategies. In this particular case, it's a long flip because the owner decided that he wanted to, in his particular case, he lived in the building, came across this property, so he had another unit. So what he wanted to do is renovate this, move into it, and then renovate or do some work on the other one, and then sell the other one later, and then sell this in like a year or so. Now this was in 2017, so I'm not sure if his goal was to stay in it for a year. But his long-term strategy also could have been, as number 2 here, could be a long-term rental. He could have turned around and moved somewhere else and kept this as a long-term rental if he was waiting for the market to catch up. Just so happens that in Ottawa in the last couple of years, we've had a seller's market, booming time to be flipping real estate if you already have some. In this case, he got it at a good deal, and he was able to do that. And the third option, obviously, is to raise revenues, is to do Airbnb. Now, the rules in Ottawa have changed in the last year. Airbnb, you now have to live in the unit if you want to have it. So if you want to rent a room out, but you're supposed to be an owner-occupied Airbnb. There's too many instances where there's been parties and crime and all kinds of things in the Airbnb thing. So Ottawa's kind of clamped down on the Airbnb stuff. But in this particular case, if you can do it, we'll look into that in a few seconds here. All right, so let's look at the numbers. So the after repair value in 2018, when we finished this property, was $200,000. Current market value, because of the seller's market that's gone on over the last couple of years, it's now jumped up to an easy $280,000, and it would be a price war trying to sell it. So a great time for this owner, because it was a long flip, to stay in it for a year or two and then put it on the market and really profit from it. So his mortgage going in was about $100,000. His down payment was $25,000, so he bought it for $125,000. His closing costs were around $2,500. His original renovation budget was about $26,000. We ended up doing some upgrades to the property, so things like upgrading the electrical panel, upgrading to granite in the kitchen, going to the ebony doors, all those, so there's an upgrade cost for about $4,000, and then the cost of his appliances. So his total renovation budget came in at about $33,000. Total project cost was $160,500. Now, getting back to the revenue streams, as an Airbnb, you could easily get $150 a night. If you're renting out 2 rooms, if you try and cheat the system and say you keep the entire unit as an Airbnb, you'll do really well. But let's say if you follow the rules and it's an owner occupied, or you're renting at least 2 rooms a night at 50% occupancy, that's annualized revenues about $54,750. As a long-term rental at $1,800 per month plus utilities for a 3-bedroom, that's about $21,600. So it's like less than half. So you can see where there's an advantage to going Airbnb. And the other part of the expenses, the numbers, is the expenses. So the mortgage costs roughly around $625 a month, because it's a low mortgage, $100,000 mortgage. So the payments are fairly low. Taxes are around $125 a month. Condo fees are about $400 a month. Insurance, about $100 a month. Now that insurance, it might go up a little bit if you tell them you're running an Airbnb. Your insurance costs might go up a little bit. It wouldn't be more than double, maybe $150 a month. Maintenance, if you're going to be doing some maintenance, $100 a month is ample because the entire unit's renovated. You're going to flip it in a year or two, so there's not a whole lot of maintenance. If you're running an Airbnb, you're going to have cleaning costs. But the annualized expenses then are about $16,000 roughly a year. So when you look at the long-term numbers, looking at the mortgage cost of $100,000, cash invested was $60,000. The cost of the sale, when you flip it at 6% plus closing costs, you're looking at around $17,800. So the capital gain on $280,000 is $101,700. So the return on investment on the sale is 168%. That's a pretty good return over a year or two, depending on when he flipped it, because this seller's market's been happening in Ottawa for the last couple of years. So he did very well when he flipped it. And based on the Airbnb, cash on cash, which means that's the net income on money you're invested, 47% is extraordinary, considering the average is 7 to 10%. And the return on investment overall, 232% when you add what you would earn in revenue from the rentals and the capital gain, 232%. You'll never find that in a mutual fund or even in stock investing. You have to really know what you're doing. So looking at the numbers, you can see that this was a really good flip. I called this a smoked out condo because of, it was a very smelly condominium there. The previous owner was a long-term owner, 25 years. He was a heavy smoker. The place reeked of nicotine. So we had to go through quite a bit to get rid of the smell. So this has been a smoked out condo, a property flip exclusive. I hope you enjoyed today's show. My name is Greg Luchak, and as always, you have a great day and you keep crushing it.